Hello, children of the night, and welcome to Tarot Nights with the Hanged Empress. Here we do shadow work following the moon, and this week we have a full moon in Taurus, and it is yet another super moon. There are typically cycles of 3 in our super moons. However, we have a blue super moon somehow, and I don't know, would you call it blue? If it doesn't have, like, the 4th super moon is pretty odd, right? That's weird. But it's also really cool. I feel like we planted a lot of seeds during that Taurus new moon, and there's just a lot of growth and a lot of things to cover and go over. So it's nice to have that illumination of that full super moon to shine a light on everything that we are getting ready to harvest. So let's get into our reads. Adaptation, Virgo. Our surroundings are changing, shifting. We have to adapt. It may feel inconvenient to change right now, but you know you need to. Message over. I'm gonna simplify. I mean, like, in a nutshell, though, things are changing around you. I don't know if you've noticed, even. I feel like you've been so focused on what it is that you're doing that cards come out, but they're face down. They're off to the side. We're doing a thing here. Whatever's happening over there, it's of no consequence. What an interesting pair. Why am I hearing dynamic duo out of the Hermit and the Queen of Wands? What kind of a pairing is that even? Sorry for being rude. They're like opposites inside themselves. Are they not? Seemingly acting and behaving in the opposite characters from what you would expect. That's how this duality feels. Like he has mastered the internal, the solitude in the cave, the darkness, if as it were. He found his light in the darkness, and she has taken control of her passions and disciplined her practice, her steed, her chariot, to take her where she wants to go. Oh, okay. That makes sense, actually. Mastering your opposite energy, being a feminine and applying your own discipline and regulation and action in your day-to-day, and being a masculine, mastering your darkness and learning how to hold your light and maintain your direction in those depths. It's an action of completing yourself, bringing your own internal man and woman together. So by learning your opposite and practicing it for yourself, you now become a whole person who can get into a relationship with another whole person. And that's how you get a dynamic, a coming together that is actually a true union. Because in most cases, situations, circumstances, and scenarios, what ends up happening in a lot of people's dramatic relationships is that the man ends up not having good control over his woman and his wants and needs, and he feels lack as a man for not being able to provide those things for himself. So when a man expresses lack to his woman, his actual woman, she does what is in her nature to do and goes out and looks for that thing. But because she doesn't have a good internal man guiding her, she goes out and finds what her man is lacking in another man. But now this man has this thing. So like, you end up in those kinds of situations and scenarios of hop skipping in relationships, right? But if the man has his emotions under control or understanding, has an ability to shine a light through his own emotions, then the things that he will express, want, and need for to his woman are things that her, the woman in her wholeness, can go and find from using her own man and her own discipline. She doesn't have to go to another man to get it because she's got it. And then she can reverse transfer that energy back over. And that's how these two are coming together and showing up. And we weren't even paying attention to any of this. Like, kind of, sort of, like, we're dealing the deck, right? Yeah, no, I'm just tripping on this, Virgo, because it's not like I didn't know that this was on the table. Like, well, it's not that I didn't know that this was out. I just didn't know it was on the table. You know? I didn't know we were talking about this. Does that make sense? Like, there's so many other things going on. We're doing so much other stuff. So much other stuff. And like, yeah, I knew that. But also, like, we're like talking about this now? Talking? That's cool. Good. Bring it out. Bring it out. Kind of just... Oh, what just happened there? Sup, bud? Bro, what's in that cup better be fucking real.
That is a plastic cup. That's Kool-Aid. And that fucking plastic cup. Oh no, baby, it's gold. It's gold. Disciplined. You say. You claim, Sir Emperor, showing up at my table, that you have mastered your internal world, your yin realm, and you bring this gold cup. With doves, flowers, proceed. The discipline of this Queen of Wands is like, bruh, I've heard, done, and seen all this before. I've seen many a parlor trick. I've seen many an emperor come here. We have navigated this reality, this yang realm, and learned how to discipline ourselves. Like, she got that whip out. She's fucking ready to swat you back. And run. And get that horse just flying, taking her off up out of here. But proceed. Yeah. On both parts. For good reason. There's anxieties, there's worries, there's struggles. We're looking out. We're looking out and looking in for trouble. Signs of impurities from both sides, externally and internally. Watching. Vigilant. But proceeding. 9 wands. Moving. Oh. Lay down your sword. Lay down your sword, mistress. Unarm. Disarm. Disarm yourself so that something can come up to the surface. So that we can pull this water up to the surface. Keep talking. I feel like she's listening. There's a deal under the table and there's a deal on the table. Whatever that means. Okay, I wanted to look at the deal on the table first. It's a star. That is the star on the table. Okay. Under the table. I don't know how to hold this because I fell under the table. Perspective-wise, angular-wise. It was this. Which could either be don't run or can't run if we take it reversed. Or an option of flight. I think this is the deal under the table is merely the option to run or not to run. Should I stay or should I go now? I don't feel like I can give you advice. I feel like it fell under the table this way specifically because, like, this is tarot. Like, I can't tell you what to do. Don't just, like, blindly follow shit that I say because I say it. Bruh. This is a shadow work channel. Accountability is everything. This is your life. These are your choices. These are your options. How you proceed through things and what deals and contracts that you make are yours. I'm just here to give you confirmation and cheer you on. Whatever side you're on, wherever you're going, I'm cheering for you. Or I'm telling you, hey, that's a dumb idea. But in this particular case, situation, and scenario, like, you just need to follow your star. You need to follow your heart. Chase your dreams. Why don't you unite these two? Bring up from beneath you the certainty that you can, in fact, chase and get this star, this goal, this dream. But you gotta dig it up. It's an earth moon, baby. You gotta dig it up. But way down below, within you, get that drive. Believe in destiny. Believe in righteousness. Believe that all of that work that you did and all these challenges that you are facing and overcoming are acknowledging, are showing yourself and the world around you that you're ready. You're ready to go. So let's get going. Is it time to go yet? Yes? It may well be. Play your cards right. You're doing well. Gee, thanks, Virgo. It was wild and fun. Thoroughly enjoyed it. It's a good ride. It was a good ride, huh? Happy full moon. It's pretty good vibes, actually. We'll see you next time.